Hey guys, Bubba here with the Bubba News, all in one word, all in one news. I want to talk about the Evergrande crisis going on in China, and I want to talk about what's coming up with the global default, and actually some market crash dates that I got that are actually coming up. So stay tuned towards the end because some big stuff's coming up I want to share with you guys. Global stocks fall as worries over the Evergrande collapse resurface while Bitcoin loses grip of its all-time high. China's Evergrande to face its day of reckoning as default looms. So what happens next? Guys, this thing is getting ready to get nuts. This whole housing bubble is getting ready to crash. The house of cards is going to fall. In the current Evergrande crisis, there are expectations that the Chinese government may bail out the conglomerate and prevent its collapse. Not so fast. Chinese developer defaults pile up as Evergrande contagion spreads. This is getting nuts because another crucial date is approaching. Here's what's going on. The 30-day grace period to make interest payments on a key U.S. dollar denominated bond ends on this Saturday, guys, the 23rd. If this is missed, the company will default. The debacle will finalize this Saturday, the 23rd, causing a devastating financial ripple, eventually turning into a worldwide cascade of financial collapse. As a result of Evergrande demise, many reliable fund managers and investment advisors are predicting a major market crash very soon. They are using the word crash, not correction. What's going on? Evergrande is staring down the barrel of a default this Saturday of over $300 billion in debt. Trading floors from London to New York are wrecked with panic over this global risk. The event, it is biblical. This is going to be a big biblical scenario when they make out it's World War III, but they are actually activating militaries, enacting Gesera funds worldwide, planes and trains grounded. What are they talking about right now in the news? Lights and power switched off. Bitcoin servers, data center hit and turned off for good. 99% of crypto gone. China coins enter ISO 20022 coins backed by precious metals. Water event, stock market crash. So what else coming? Let's try to break it down. You know, you've got all 195 countries of the world which are implementing a gold asset-backed global currency reset as we speak. This is all going down for the global Great Reset. Build back better. This whole thing with Evergrande is coming to a bubble, and the whole housing bubble in China is so much more worse than it is here in the United States, and it's getting ready to collapse on itself. You have all these investors in the United States that own properties and investments in China, and of course the entire world owns China. So when this defaults on this Saturday, the 23rd, Monday, October 25th, the world stock markets are set to crash. Evergrande, China's indebted giant property developer, has $300 billion in debt and has missed a series in bond payments. The real estate giant will be officially in default after this 30-day grace period that ends on October 23rd. Because of its negative effect on the world economy, you know, everything is coming to a head. Look at our ports. You know, we've got the port of Los Angeles, for example. It's owned by the Chinese Communist Party. You know, we've got hundreds of the cargo ships that have been stranded off these coasts for weeks now. I mean, this is all done by design. You know, China's indebted giant property developer Evergrande was expected to enter default when the grace period for its first missed bond payment ends this Saturday, the 23rd. Within 24 hours, the effect will hit the world stock markets. BlackRock is such a huge investor with 40% plus of its $9.2 trillion hedge fund will go into crisis mode, and globally the housing bubble will crash. HSBC, the British-based bank, which is heavily overextended as well in the Chinese housing market, will also be in immediate crisis. This is all setting up for the 7-year covenant that is scheduled to be announced in the next 3 weeks, and that's the next video that I want to talk about. But guys, it looks like game is over. It's all coming to a head. Are you guys ready? This is going to get nuts. I'll keep everyone informed, but this stuff coming up with the G20 summit with Biden and the Pope next week in Rome, and then to the World Leader Summit there in Glasgow, Scotland, for the global crisis with the climate crisis, which is the new religion to worship Mother Earth, and the false prophet Pope Francis is going to head it up. and share it to the world. And many will confirm this 7-year plan, taking us right ahead before Agenda 2030. Guys, pack your bags. It's time to go home. Are you ready?